In Windows 10, I don't know about 11, but in Windows 10, is it a true statement that you cannot tell a PC running on Windows 10 that you just don't want to do updates? And the reason I ask that is because this laptop runs on Windows 10, and periodically Windows updates download to it automatically, which, by the way, I don't tell it to do, but it does it anyway. And then it tells me that it needs to install them. Now, here's the thing. This PC literally is only used to monitor chat, monitor contributions, and every once in a while do things randomly. Nothing major at all. I literally don't do anything else. It does not, it probably uses 5% of its processing power. Seriously, I can't imagine this thing being heavily utilized. I don't go to any sites where I care about security or anything like that. None of that, okay? I own this laptop. I own the copy of Windows 10. Who are they to tell me I'm forced to do an update? So what they let you do is they let you, like, delay it for a little bit, like up to 30 days. But then after that, they say, oh, you've paused the maximum amount of pauses. You can't pause again. You must now do the update. What? What? Like, no, I don't have to do anything. Who the fuck are you to tell me that I'm forced to do an update? This is bullshit. And it's pissing me off. And because here's the deal. This coming week, all right, I have both a special broadcast on Friday to cover the upcoming Summer Game Fest. And then I have another special broadcast on Sunday to cover the Xbox showcase and, you know, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 showcase, or whatever you want to call it. Okay? So that's all well and good. The problem is, I don't want to have my setup reset during the week in the middle of these, especially one of those broadcasts is going to be at 10 a.m. I know that sounds really weird because I never stream that early. But yeah, one of the broadcasts I have to do around 10 a.m. I don't want to wake up, come in here, and all my shit has restarted, and now I have to reset up my entire setup for the stream and be late, or have to rush and be all stressed the fuck out. I should have control over my equipment, not they tell me how to do my equipment. Go fuck yourself. What the fuck? What the fuck? You gotta be kidding me. I have to do the whole segment over from the start because they fucking suck. Yeah. Do the whole segment over from the start because the game developers suck and put a fucking hole in the floor. Go fuck yourself. Like, who the fuck are they? And the thing is, this didn't used to be like that. I can tell you purposefully that there were things that I have kept not updated for years and years and years, and it was fine. It doesn't affect anything. They might tell you it is. They might, oh my God, the sky is falling. They're full of shit. It doesn't make, it benefits them, not you, okay? You update when you need to. If it's a piece of equipment you're literally not using often for anything too crazy, you don't have to do massive updates. Case in point, okay? I put off updates for like a month, and then they forced me to do them. I did them, and then immediately the next day they said, oh, there's more updates to do. Fuck you, I just did updates yesterday. What are you talking about? And that's the problem. Sorry, I don't want my setup constantly restarting every day because Microsoft is inefficient, doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, and constantly loads me with updates. They can kiss my ass, basically. So yeah, I'm pretty angry about this. I don't want to keep doing this. I thought, you know, maybe 2-3 times a year, I queue up all the updates, and when I, you know, nothing going on, I'll do them. Now, oh, whenever we feel like it, we tell you to do the updates, and you're forced to do it, right? That's absolutely ridiculous. Well, no one's actually answered me. You guys just say, oh, well, there's a reason that it's like, I don't care what the reason is. Should I start from the Adjudicator Archstone or the Old Hero Archstone? Which is closer? You're not answering the question. I don't give two shits. They don't, just because they run their businesses a certain way and they feel that it's beneficial to them to have auto updates doesn't mean that I have to bend over and take it and do what they say. It's my equipment. I bought it. I can do it as much as I fucking want or as little as I fucking want. They don't have the legal right to force me to do things at all. Period. That pisses me off. Who are you? It's like a bully coming to your house. Do what I say. No, fuck you, Microsoft. Pitch beats me. Get the fuck this fucking game. I just wrecked Peach. She started off after me. She beats me. Fuck you. Fuck you, Ghost Games. You dumb fucking ass cuck fucking pieces of fucking shit. Anyway, so no one's really helping. Everyone seems to be of the impression that there's nothing you can do. So I guess I'm stuck. I guess I have to do this forced restart in the next week. And Microsoft gets to control our lives because we use their operating system. Well, Microsoft, fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Seriously, that's bullshit. And if I had a way to disable it, I absolutely would. Okay. All right, go fuck yourself. Get the fuck out of here. Now, the other thing I want to say before we get started. Yesterday, we had a very honest discussion. Right? We did. On this very show. Some people understood it, respected it, and gave me good feedback. Others, who were completely immature, took offense, whined, bitched, and complained, and ran to detractor content because that's what they do, because they're immature people. Cheered and said, I'm trying to... Oh, I just read your cheer. Oops. Leckham cheered. He says, if you can't complain about free things like CFD's fan art that was done, then why can you criticize Fortnite when you played it? Basically, here's a whiny baby who doesn't like the fact that I don't like Fortnite. Goodbye. Don't come back. If you can't have an honest conversation about something, then you shouldn't be on the internet. No lie, I got a comment. This is a good comment I got from someone. They said, so yesterday's podcast is a disaster, and here's why. Everything I did on yesterday's podcast is wrong from a content creator's perspective. I was honest about my business. I was honest about content that I make. I talked to my audience as if they were viewers rather than friends. You know, basically I did everything wrong. I did nothing correct. I did everything wrong, right? I was honest with my audience. And because of that, that doesn't play the game. That doesn't make people feel all cozy, warm, and at home. And instead, some people start to get apprehensive and they start to get all afraid because Phil's telling it like it is. But here's the thing. That person's absolutely right with that comment. I agree with them. The problem is that's not who I am, and it's not who I've ever been in the 16 years I've been on YouTube. I've been the outlier. I've been the guy that does it different. I'm not here to coddle people. I'm not here to kiss butt. I'm not here to make you feel like you're my personal close friend. I'm not here to create a false parasocial relationship with you. What? Tip me $1 saying, I'm a big fan of your content. I feel like you're my only friend. Well, just so you know, to clarify, I'm not your personal friend. I don't know who you are. However, I understand that some people may feel like they have a connection to me via a kinship as gamers or as people, because I share stuff with you guys every day and you know about the stuff I go through. Maybe you find a little bit of kind of association with that. Maybe you've been through some of that stuff yourself, and I appreciate the support and I appreciate the sentiment. However, understand I'm not really your close friend. That's not a good thing to say. Let's be realistic here. There you go. So that you think, oh, my best friend Phil, let me come to his stream and throw money at him. That's not who I am. That's never who I'm going to be. And I'm not going to change to play the game. That's why, while everyone else on YouTube who played the game got bigger, got more views, got exclusive access to content and rights to play games early and sponsorship deals, I stayed where I was.
The sponsorship is now gone.
Because I know my role. I'm different than the rest of them. And I'm not a shill, and I'm not a dishonest person. I want to be transparent with my audience. If things are not going well for various reasons, I want to tell you that so that we can figure out why things aren't going well, get to the root of that problem, and solve it. Instead of pretending like there's no problem, lying to you with a big smile on my face, and saying, hey guys, I'm your best friend, throw me money. Newsflash, I'm not your best friend. We are friendly, especially if you're a regular on my streams and I know you when we have conversations, but we're not best friends, right? I have a life. I'm married, you know? I don't misrepresent myself on my streams or anything like that. And at the end of the day, yes, this is my hobby. This is what I love to do. I have passion for it. This is the best job I've ever had, but it's a job. And I have to treat it as such. Because the moment that I don't, the moment that I stop acting like this is a job, basically, we lose ourselves. And I think, sadly, that's what's happened. A lot of these content creators, oh, well, you know, this is so different, right? You're my friends, and we're going to hang out, and, you know, and then it's crazy. It's just crazy bullshit. I mean, fucking people like Pokemon and shit shouldn't even exist. And the only reason they do is because their entire existence is a parasocial relationship with a bunch of fucking losers on the internet who toss them shit, and they're never honest. They're just always fucking being there just to receive payment for that nonsense, okay? I am never going to be like that, all right? Never, because I'm honest. So, sometimes I'm going to have a situation where I'm going to have something important to talk to you about, and I want to tackle it, and I want to be able to do that. And there's so many people, I hate to say it, and I said this yesterday, I'm going to reiterate. There's too many people, an entire generation, who seem to be coddled. When you were growing up, your parents told you you were the most special person on the planet. It's like you grew up in a bubble. You grew up inside of a fucking, a cellophane wrap. Very, very, very hypocritical. You grew up inside of a bubble, what do you call those things? Bubble wrap? Or like, you're inside of a padded fucking room. You're all cozy with your fucking stuffed animals and shit. That's not life. That is not life. That is not reality. If that's how you grew up, isolated like that, you're going to find at some point in your life, you're going to have to go out there to the real world, and it's going to be a shocking surprise when you realize not everyone cares about you and is going to treat you like life's special snowflake, okay? Some of the responses that I got to stuff like, well, we wanted you to play a game. You didn't immediately drop absolutely everything that you were doing to play the game at the day it came out of nowhere. Therefore, no one's ever going to watch you ever play that game ever again because you were a few months late. So you're an asshole then. You're a completely entitled brat. And you're mad at me because I don't drop everything to do what you demand the day that you decide that you want it. What the fuck kind of an attitude is that? But you see, this is me speaking honestly to an audience. And if you understand what I'm saying and you get it, you're not offended because you're probably mature. You probably are, a little older. Younger people totally wouldn't get that because that's what they've been grown up and catered to understand. The internet is instant gratification. Everything I want, I should get immediately. And if I don't, that's awful. And I whine and cry like a baby. You'll get nowhere. You'll literally get nowhere in life if that's the case, right? The reason that I'm still here after 16 years is because I'm different. All right? And people either like or hate that, but for some reason they want to watch it, right? So there you go. I'm not going anywhere. At any time, I will go somewhere when I decide that I'm done, right? The day that I said, I'm done, I don't want to stream anymore, that's when I go away. But outside of that, I'm going to still be here making content, having a good time, doing what I love, and doing what you guys love for as long as I feel like it. Doesn't matter how many people don't like that and want to fucking, we're going to shut him down. Shit. No, you're not. It's never going to happen. It'll be when I decide that I step away from streaming and content creation, period. So anyway, after yesterday's discussion, that was very honest. It seems like there was definitely different ways that people reacted to it. Some people could not believe that I was honest with them. It was like the first person in their life was being transparent and honest. And they were like, they couldn't take it. Like their heads exploded and their brains shot out of their ears like liquid. And they just got so infuriated that someone would speak to them like that. It's like, dude, don't you understand that if I said something yesterday that offended you, you were the problem. I know, it's not my fault. It's not my fault at all. It's stupid game design, just really poorly made game. Yeah. Because a lot of people watched yesterday and weren't offended. They were fine. They were like, yeah, we get it. Totally right. Yeah, it's not instant gratification. That's not reality. It's in life, good things come to those who wait. Phil's working on improving and doing things that we want, and that's cool. And if you were offended by me saying, hey, grow up, guess what? You needed to grow up, and maybe you shouldn't be here. And the truth is, it's not my mainstream viewers that acted like that. It's a bunch of fucking troll-ass idiots or people who ride that fucking in-between spot. So now they run to the detractor content. I don't care. Go watch detractor content. You can go hug Doody streams and Memology all day and circle jerk them and give them money because you're a fucking loser. I don't miss you. Shout out. All right? So, yes, if I'm going to do better for you, I need honest feedback. I need to know what's working and what's not. I'm not going to pretend like everything is fine all the time, or else I can't get that honest feedback that I need. Like what I determined yesterday from our honest discussion was that multiverses just is not working for most people. Okay, it's just not. All right, people think that multiverses is kind of a ripoff of Smash Brothers. They slowed down the gameplay and people don't like watching it because of that. Plus, there's a lot of online connectivity issues. I agree with those statements. I am still enjoying the game, but it's obvious the viewership probably isn't. So if that's the case and you want me to do something completely different, I'll do something completely different. And that's the feedback I need. I'll never get that feedback unless I'm honest with my audience. If I just sit here and say, you're my best friend and we're all happy and everything's good and everything's roses and unicorns and smiley faces and this isn't a business, this is our hangout session. Come to my clubhouse. Come on. And then I give you a name, a generic name. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like what would be the generic name that we would name everything here? You know, the Brofist Army or the fucking the Champions Club or whatever. Like, let's make a generic name so I can pretend like we're besties, right? And I could call you that, and then you'll come and you'll throw me money, right? No, I'm not doing any of that. I'm literally never doing any of that. I'm not. That's bullshit. You know, the DS peeps. See how stupid that shit is? Do you understand how dumb that shit is? It's so stupid. That's why I'm never going to do that. Yes, this is what I love to do. This is what I have passion for, but it's also my business. I totally don't need to like run a profitable business or anything, you know. I have to treat it as such, and we have to have real conversations about that to make out what's best for everyone, for me and you. What I'm liking isn't necessarily what you're liking, and what you want isn't necessarily going to be what I always want to do. We have to find that happy medium to find the balance, right? Like Fallout 4, doing pretty good. The Street Fighter 6 stuff right now, doing pretty good. Let's keep that going. Multiverses isn't. Let's do something different. I'm okay with that. Even though it's sad to see it go because I like it, I'm okay and we'll work on that, right? Cool. What's wrong with having that conversation, right? Because people get offended. I don't care. Be offended. Be fucking offended for the rest of your fucking life and live in your bubble and leave me alone. And everybody else too, for that matter, because normal people don't care that you're offended at everything. Really, they don't. We don't care that you go run on X and complain. You go to your fucking little TikToks, you make your videos, and you fucking do your dumb shit. No one cares. Go complain somewhere else and fucking leave us normal people alone. We've had enough. Again with stupid bullshit. I'm done.